Anime Sensation. I'm your host, Dan, and in this episode, I am going to be taking a look at the action-adventure sword and sorcery comic KRANIA. Okay, so here we're going to look at the comic KRANIA by the Strangers Fanzine Publishing. I discovered them because I wanted to get a copy of, I think it was issue 4 of the Strangers Fanzine, because it had an interview I wanted to see, but it was sold out on the website. And, I saw this comic. I ordered that, but they didn't have any volume 1. So I ordered this off eBay. Unfortunately, the day it arrived, I don't have a porch. The post office just left this package on my stoop, which is okay usually, but it was raining really hard. So this first issue is kind of messed up. Dang it. I mean, it would probably get a little messed up being in my stacks of comics after a while anyway, but I don't dislike the water damage. Hopefully they'll reprint it or I can track it down somewhere, because I really enjoyed this. It is adults only. This video is going to be restricted. This first issue, and I'm a huge fan of sword and sorcery stuff, and I like female barbarian characters. Red Sonja was pretty cool when I was a teen. I really enjoyed that, and so this is a fun one. This first issue is black and white, and the art is really cool, very, very spare. There's a lot of halftone going on, and but it's done well. I've seen a lot of digital halftone lately that's really hard to look at. This is well done. It's very funny. Looks very heavy metal, Moebius inspired. Cool monster. Reminds me of the Jabberwocky monster in the Terry Gilliam film. For grit's sake. That's funny. So we get right into some action. I'm not going to go into the story. It's very basic. But the female barbarian, there's a tiger guy. And again, I had just been re-looking at Kirby's Commandy, and he has a fun tiger guy there. Now, here's one thing that kind of seems kind of goofy to me, and that is, I like the way the tiger guy's drawn here. Now, this introduction thing, this is kind of like, you see this sometimes in kung fu movies, and then Tarantino kind of grabbed it for some of his movies and stuff, where it's kind of like a new splash page, an introduction for a character. The name of the character appears, and usually they freeze frame on some cool image of that character. That's what this kind of reminds me of, except he has this introduction page of him look to be the goofiest looking version of him he could think of. I would have taken it the other way. Instead of saying, here's what he looks like regular, I am going to do this really goofy thing for this page. I think it would have been funnier and cooler if he had taken a much more realistic tiger head and put it on there. That's just me. And so see, all during this part, he looks a little goofier than he does in that. See? I mean, compare this face to this face. And now here comes to the part where Wyatt's Wyatt's kind of X-rated. And the funny thing is here, the way the shadows and stuff are done here, this reminds me of Cerebus. And especially so So there's a little bit of nudity here. go. A little more fighting. Oh, I didn't mean to spend this long on it. This is going to be a short video. And plus, I don't want to give everything away. Anyway, this is mostly fighting. The art's fun. I wish they would have done... I wish the individual fights wouldn't have been so long, and they would have done more different things. But that's just me. Like I said, the halftones are good in this. It's fun art. And then there's all kinds of weird... Speaking of Tarantino, see, this is... See, I didn't notice this when I first looked through it. So maybe it was Tarantino's introductions in like Kill Bill, where he was doing a parody of the martial arts films with those introductions. And this, of course, is those Star Trek models that were popular at one point. So that's issue 1. But now issue 2 is the one that made me go out and try and find volume 1. And it is actually in color. And I actually really like the color in this. This is really fun. More good character designs, very basic. The action's really basic. I'm not sure why this robot seems to have a real tongue. Is it supposed to be live inside there? I know, because they give no indication. And there's a little bit of nudity. And see, you see the tiger's not that cartoony like he is in the later ones. In the second half of the first issue. I like this. I like this. I think this is good enough. Like I said... And this one, there is a little more, they go to a few different places. So it's not, all set in the same place. It is a big, long fight scene again, though. And there we go. More crazy characters. And then there's some pinups in the back there of the character done by other people. I think those are cool. I don't want to spoil all that. And so I really like this. I wouldn't mind seeing the first one colorized, although you can't do that at this point, right?